Hi, it's Kamon Reynolds. We were going through some supers, and when I say we, I was talking about my friend Brian Reese and I going and grabbing some supers to throw on the colonies that were bringing in that honey. And the bees seemed a little more active in these boxes, and so apparently we have picked up a swarm from who knows where, and they have come back into the hive. And let's just see what we got here. You never know with swarms. It might be 2 frames of bees, it might be 3 boxes. So we got to pull them out of here. I really didn't necessarily want them in my honey supers, but that's what I got. This is a swarm trap right here, if you didn't know. There's an okay bit of bees in there. We're going to pull all of it down, and then you'll be able to see it here in just a moment. So it looks like it's mostly on the left side over here. I'm going to guess it's a medium-sized swarm. We're making some bridge comb. And doesn't look like they're down into this box very much. There's just a few bees up in here. So I'm going to hop on down. And let's just see what we have in here. I don't know how long they've been in here. It can't be that long, maybe a week at the most. And sorry the lighting's not too good, but we're in this shed. Hopefully the camera is able to adjust. Wow, so I'm seeing quite a bit of larvae. Starting to draw out the combs a little bit. Let's move inward a little bit. Let's go out here into the light a little bit. Yeah, so we got all kinds of larvae and stuff down in there. The lighting still isn't the best in the world, but you know, the bees really don't care if it's a medium or a shallow or a deep or a tree or whatever. And I have a lot of bees in this yard. So probably what I'm going to guess happened is last year and every year I send off a few swarms. I catch some of them I don't. Probably filled up a tree cavity or who knows what somewhere. And they decided to swarm this year and came back to me. Seeing lots of brood in here. Now what would I do with something with this? So again, I like my brood chambers to be deeps. However, I know some beekeepers who are excellent keepers of bees, and they run nothing but mediums. And they do a great job, and the bees do great in those boxes. And it's definitely something to consider. They do nothing but mediums, and that's nice because every frame is interchangeable, every box is light, whether it's honey, whether it's brood. And you know, they make a lot of their splits based on boxes. Instead of making maybe like a 5-frame nuke, they just make like a whole box split. So again, it just comes down to preferences and choices. I'm going to be doing a video soon on that horizontal hive again, and they are building up nicely. Getting some inner covers for that so they don't burr down the lid so bad. We're in the middle of a honey flow right now, so things are really nice. Been dealing with a lot of colonies wanting to swarm due to how good the nectar flow is. And it's going to be a good swarming year. If you like catching swarms, this is a great year for it. A lot of wild bees and our bees getting plugged up. Just gorgeous frame. So I'm going to say this is probably about 12 medium frames strong, which is nice. So we are going to just kind of leave them as they are. Nice. Queen's busy. And I'm just going to take these 2 boxes. And I got this bottom board right here. And I'm just going to set it down right on it like it as if it were a hive. And they'll adjust. Right now you can see all the confusion up in there. but they will be able to smell their hive down in here, especially since there's no other hives nearby. They will adjust. It'll probably leave them confused for the next couple of days, but this will be all right. There's plenty of food incoming right now. The queen's laying good. We're going to leave them like this, and what I plan to do is just kind of let them go. They don't even have capped brood yet, and I am going to, once they get that first round of brood and start getting going, I'm going to put a deep box of drawn comb up here, and if possible find the queen, and then I want to move her up into that deep box above that excluder, and I'm going to wait for all of this brood down in here to emerge out, and then I will be able to clear these supers of brood, and they can be used. Some people don't like to have brood ever in their honey supers. I'm not using any treatments or anything in these supers. That's what I don't like, is to have treatments in honey supers. And so, you know, 1 round or 2 of brood in a honey super isn't going to damage it. It'll make it a little dark. I don't think it causes big problems if it hasn't been used a lot for brood. And you know, that'll be fine. But we'll get those bees up in that brood chamber, and then we'll be able to get these back for honey production. So anyways, sometimes the best way to catch swarms is to not even try. Just leave some boxes in your shed and wait for swarm season. Thanks for watching this video, and thanks, Brian.